What's good, y'all? I hope everybody's living well and staying blessed. It's your boy, Markus B. As always, I'm joined by the one and only Mr. Evan Simmons and new guy, Chris. This is episode 118 of Holla Me with yours truly. And today I sit down with the boys and we talk about Evan just went to UIL. I had a great time. It was super, great, grand. So we talk about teaching as it is. Then we go into some conversations about urinals and our favorite ones and whether or not we'd have them in our house. It's a little weird. I think it'd be super dope. We also talk about vacation since we're about to go on spring break, the Ukrainian and Russian war and the implications that it has on the world from our simpleton brains of two teachers and an electrician. And we talk about what we're watching as well, as always. So if you like what we're doing out here, make sure you like, follow, share, and subscribe. Big thing, like and share as much as you can. Greatly appreciate it and helps us out get to as many people as possible. If you need any workout supplements, gear, anything like that, go to redcon1.com. Use promo code T20MarcusB under tier operator before checkout. You'll get an extra 20% off before your entire order. Also, if you need any workout advice or anything like that, feel free to hit me up. I'm slowly starting to build up a training clientele. So if you need any questions, if you have any questions, need any help, holla at your boy. Anyways, if you like, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Peace. Anyways, happy record day, boys.
Yeah.
Before we get into the could be very heated argument
Topic of the day.
quick shout out to Evan. He had his UIL today.
Yeah.
And how do you feel? Well, before we get into it, cheers.
Cheers.
My guy made it through number 4.
Mm-hmm. Well, number 3 technically because we didn't go last year. My group didn't go last year. They weren't ready.
Right, my fault.
Yeah. So I mean, it wound up being like almost all 2s except for one and sight reading, and for me it was. I'm not sad because I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It's like
I legitimately think that there's like a part of the judging thing where it's like you can't give a JV a 1.
No, I mean there are JVs.
There are, but like
they're plenty. Yeah, they're plenty.
But like think about like you have what I imagine a true JV middle school band is, where it's
right 20 kids,
20 kids at max, 2 people to a part.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like you expect a bunch of 7th graders to be able to play in a true chamber ensemble.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Well, and the
now.
thing is, like,
all I don't mean to cut you off, but all the middle school JVs that do get ones, they're the what is it? The
you got groups of like 60,
programs?
60, 70, yeah.
And then most of those ones aren't split age groups either. Mm-hmm. So you have those anchor 8th graders, even if they weren't good enough to make the top end, but that still just means that they, you know.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the stats of it all like goes, like we definitely like. We played 2 grade 1s and 1 grade 2, which I've never done that before. I've never played a grade 2 before. And
because you can get away with a half, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get away with not all grade halves, but yeah, you can play a bunch of like really easy stuff.
You go half 1, 1.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can or it might be half 1.
Half 1.
Like you might be able to,
really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And the thing is, I should have. The part that really doesn't surprise me about the concert was that in December picked a really easy march. No, I picked this march back in TBA.
Yeah.
I had it like ready to go, got it ordered and stuff. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be great. And then we played through it, and I was like, it's too easy. Let's bump it up a little bit. bumped it up to like bumped it to a grade 2.
Yeah.
And
And
yeah,
is that the one that the kids
Spania,
foam
yeah.
the bag on?
Yeah. Yeah, because the first 2, everyone was like, that was great. The comments and everything, they were like, this is awesome. Really good. Damn. And then they got to the end and they were like, and I programmed that one at the end too. So they were just like, yeah. I'm like, oh, dang it. I felt it like, because the first 2, I was like, I had that director smile of like, y'all are killing this right now. Hey. And then, yeah, like seriously, like I was like, man, y'all are killing this right now. And then we got to the end, and some of them were just like giving me the I'm tired face, and and then we went into sight reading. My trumpets just fell apart. They had the melody. They could just kind of were like, oh, sorry, we can't do it right now. And I was like, all right, yeah. So we came close in sight reading. If we had continued that and done that well, it would have been a 1 there. But as far as like for me, like on a personal note, that's the highest I've ever been in UIL. So
I mean, very trackable growth and improvement.
Yeah. I mean, compared to my first year getting like 3s and stuff, and now we're just like, if I had picked the right literature, it would have been a 1. Like okay, cool. I'm like, I'm thinking I'm getting somewhere now.
Yeah. Come on, 5-year plan. Let's go, baby.
Year 5, killing the game.
Year 4, right? So next year, we got it. If we make it to next year, I want to die. Oh my God, I'm so tired.
Yeah, so it was it was what it was.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't. I kind of had that sentiment like last week. I was just like, we were crossing stuff off the list, and they were super excited about that, and we just got to the end, and I was like, yep, this is. Did
you finish the list?
Oh yeah,
dude.
Yeah, we actually.
Hey, I mean, if the majority of the fumble comes from a chops thing,
right?
You can't do much about that.
Right. Like that's exactly. That's my big thing. I'm just like, we just aren't like capable of playing a grade 2 march at the end of our program.
Yeah.
In 7th grade.
So that's a mix of them being young and you being like
stupid.
A little. I was just gonna say a little over.
Yeah, overzealous.
Overzealous. Yeah. But then also it's just like we've talked about this before. We don't want to do the
easy thing.
The easy thing.
Yeah.
Like there's some the trophy's nice and all, but like also the musical growth and ability to actually play real music is like kind of important, because especially like with your setup where Will is the same way. Like it's a weird, because like he's gonna play music that he wants to play.
Yeah.
So if it's a little bit beefier, you don't want to set up with it where you do like 2 halves and a 1, and then all of a sudden they're playing a 2.5 and they're like,
I mean, see, the thing is
dotted 8/16 note rhythms.
That group next year,
nails, bro.
Like we were like, oh, if they're playing a grade 2 in 7th grade,
exactly,
they're gonna be like, and they were close. Like if they had a little bit more like umph to them,
if they had one more year of band where they gained a little bit more chops, they're gonna be solid. So
like they can play 3 grade 2, like maybe 1 grade 1 and 2 grade 2s. They'd be nails
light
on
work,
it. Yeah. So
Will's gotta, and I think that's again in your situation where you have the real JV and the real varsity, like the numbers that he gets is a big reflection of what you did.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, it is what it is, and on to the next one. I'm not too sad about it, because it's just like there's no, like I said, there's nothing you could do about, like, we weren't physically ready for this, like. But yeah, so yeah.
Right on, man. Well, I'm glad you feel good about it. I definitely remember. What was it, sophomore year?
Yeah, I mean, you saw times where I came out and I was just like, crushed.
Sophomore year was rough.
I was crushed.
Everybody tried to give you the thumbs up, like, "Hey, you're doing great," and I just like I'd let you walk by me, like I don't. Yeah. I knew the energy that you gave.
Granted, I still got some of that like you should be really proud of that and stuff. And I was just like,
Yeah, and I mean there is a quote unquote time and place for that. Like, hey man,
yeah,
you did okay.
No.
But like also, the reality of it is like we set a goal, didn't quite make it there, but like it makes sense.
Yeah, I know for next year, don't pick anything harder than what you need to do. I mean, not in that way of like, don't go too hard. Like,
Yeah.
pick with, I could have picked something in their range that was a little bit more challenging, but not like,
Could have settled
hey,
on
let's
1.5.
add every accidental possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you add a 1.5 instead of a 2, and
Yeah.
you know maybe they have the chops for.
Yeah, I went to a full Spanish march with every accidental possible and accelerandos and all that.
Hey, but it's a dope piece, man.
Oh no, it's a
And
super.
I'm sure that was the piece that the kids dug the most.
Yeah, like everyone was like, "This is a cool piece." And the one of the judges said like, "This would be awesome for like a spring concert, but for UIL, don't do that." Hey, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Hey, man, but check it out the list.
Yeah.
It's behind you now. You did the damn thing.
I also mentioned this to Megan. I was like, this is 1 out of like 35. If I do UIL every year for the next like 35 years, like the next 30 years, I guess now.
That sounds terrible.
This is 1.
And again, not terrible because of the marching band thing. Excuse me, dude, not terrible because it's a band thing. Terrible because just like
35 years.
35 years.
Yeah, that's
Doing the same thing.
Doing the same thing. God bless.
It's only 31 left.
You say that every time. It doesn't make me feel any better.
All right, you guys want to talk about urinals? I'm bad at transitions.
I was gonna get us there. Let me take you there. God dang, man.
Let me take you there.
Before we get into see, this is how you do it. Before we get into what we were talking about previously to recording.
Segue.
Right?
Nah, just
So now
urinals. Let's talk about it.
You ever
Dude.
pee? You ever
Dude.
go 1?
The indoor circuit did not do anybody any favors with how they did the calendar this year.
Well, y'all competed, haven't you? Not yet.
We competed in January
Right.
because the high school is stupid with their 6 weeks. They do a 4-week third 6 and then a 7-week
yeah.
fourth. So if you fail the third, you're
You're out.
You're SOL for 7 weeks, and the competition was the 7th week, so they wouldn't be passing until that Monday, so we had to cancel that show. So we're our next show is this Saturday. But what I'm saying is they didn't do anybody any favors. Is that North San Antonio is on spring break right now, plus a bunch of other schools, but like North San Antonio is on spring break right now. I think all of Austin and us are on spring break next week, and then I think some schools are on spring break the following week as well. So, and here's the timeline: we do the competition this weekend, spring break, 1 week of school, area qualifiers, 1 week of school, state. And I'm just like, you couldn't give us a buffer week anywhere. Like
you need a what's it called in football? Where you don't have a game that week.
a bye week.
A bye week. Yeah.
A bye week would be nice, man. Just like to go from back to back, like back to back area to state.
Yeah.
What are we like? Come on now.
That's a lot.
Come on. But shout out to my kids for learning a movement in about 4 days.
Oh, good for them.
Good for them.
That's hard.
Yeah. But I'm still bugging on it because learned the music. It's like 80% memorized. Taught the drill, but just like beats and feet always gets a little dicey
Yeah.
on what that learning process is. And we haven't done full ensemble 1 and 2, and that's a mix of me missing on some planning / the kids being garbage at communicating conflicts. So my attendance has been super shoddy for the past 3 weeks. So much so that I've got kids covering parts because I can't trust kid B to show up to things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's scary.
But we have a rehearsal tomorrow. Excuse me, Thursday. And
Yeah, today feels like Wednesday. Does it
today
feel
feels like Wednesday. Yeah. It's the curse of the off Mondays.
That's true.
Like it takes like 3 weeks after taking a Monday off from school
To understand that Monday
to
is Monday.
like Monday, and then like the next 2-3 weeks after that, like Mondays don't feel like a real day.
Like I said, it was Tuesday. I said it was Wednesday like 8 times today. Like too much.
Yeah. So we have a rehearsal on Thursday, and we've got to do full ensemble 1, 2, and 3, memorized, beats and feet part 3, time it, on and off the floor, and then
Oof.
we're done. Right? Super light list, no big deal. So that's where I'm at.
That's scary.
And then guess what my call time is for Saturday?
7:30.
Wrong.
Earlier? 5?
That many.
Oh God.
It's because it's Northwest San Antonio, so it's a 2-hour.
What time do y'all like?
We perform at 9:19.
Oh boy.
So we leave at 5:30. I get and it's a 2-hour car ride, so you got to give that 30-minute
Yeah.
bus buffer. So
Oh,
about
man.
2.5 hours. So that, assuming that the kids unload and put together their equipment in the most timely manner, I'm only getting 30 minutes for a warm up,
Jeez.
and then we have to perform like right away. Super cool.
Oh my God. That's so early. Yeah, at 9:15, it's almost like stay there for a night, but that cost.
Well, it's because I kind of took the shot on this one because area qualifiers is in Pasadena Memorial, which is southeast Houston,
Okay.
and that's a 3.5 hour bus ride away.
So you have to stay.
So we don't have to stay, but like if there's one that we're going to stay, it would be that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't want to burn that cash for this mid competition,
Right.
instead of for the one that like truly matters.
Right.
But if all goes well, just there's no the reason why this one's so early is because it's the guard circuit. There's so many that the low size groups, they don't make it to their area. They're in regions,
Mm-hmm.
and that's their final. So like region west is doing theirs, like all of them are doing it that day, and there's like 50-60 guards performing that day, and there's like 9 drum lines. So
Jeez.
they put us all at the beginning so that way they can get through the
Right.
through the entirety of the guard.
Makes sense. Okay, that makes sense now.
It makes sense, but it's frustrating.
Yeah.
I wish they did your senior year where they split us. They did all the lower class guards first, then percussion, and then all the upper class guards.
Yeah, it probably gives the guard judges a break too.
Exactly.
Like it's probably
that's the one that makes the most sense, especially when it's like,
Are you saying 5 in the morning?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I understand like 5, like
No,
get
no.
out of school, leave at 5, and then
no. I mean that would suck, but I mean that's a football game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Right.
there's some customation. Is that a word?
Customization.
No, a custom. What's the plural form of a custom?
I know what you're trying to say.
A customizing? No, is it a customizing? Getting used to? You're trying to say like getting
Habit.
There's some getting used to it, right?
There's some acclimation.
Acclimation. There we go.
Previous acclimation to the school day bus ride perform.
Sure.
But no, it's school day, rehearsal, load truck, go home, wake up crazy early.
4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning, show up at the school at 5, load the bus.
Just hope they got
bail by
enough sleep the
5:30.
night before.
Yeah, Jesus.
Hope that everybody wakes up on time.
Because teenagers will. It's so hilarious to me that people will just stay up until like 3
It blows my
anymore.
mind.
I don't know how people do that anymore. Do you do that at all?
There's some nights where like I'll stay up till like maybe midnight.
Yeah, like that's
Maybe
like that's like a
one.
crazy weekend for me. Is like staying up till midnight.
That's not a crazy weekend, but I feel like trash if I do.
Yeah. I remember when I was little, and I was like, when I'm an adult, I'm gonna stay up till 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. do whatever I want, and it's like 9:30, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm gonna watch like a quarter of a movie.
I've started noticing if I'm like in the shower at like 11:30, I'm like, I'm so tired. Like I'm like, geez, really? You used to be out till 3:30 in the morning.
It's
You're like, want to keep going?
It's so much of a switch for me. Like, if I get, and this is what's gonna be a struggle. We get to what I'm doing for spring break after the previous conversation. Again, see, look, call back. Big host.
Hostess mostess.
Call me Little Debbie's.
That's your species name. It's your geological name.
Hostess mostess. Goddamn, what was I saying?
I'm talking about
Oh, it's a switch. Like, if I need to stay up mad late, I can. Like, I can turn that on. But my morning is guaranteed to start at like 11. Like, you don't expect me to up and at 'em at 7, ready to go. It's not gonna happen.
See, I still, I'm weird in that way that I still wake up at. Like on the weekends, I try not to wake up at like 6:30, but I end up waking up at like 6:30. I can't not do it.
My clock is all relative. So
Like you have to get your 8 hours or whatever.
I will be asleep for 6 hours. Wherever the starting time is, that's where the 6 hours begins.
No, I will.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 hours. I'm like, that's typically good. And if that 6 hours happens to be when I go to bed at like 10, I guess I'm waking up at 4 a.m. No. I'll sleep till like 6 or something and be like, dang it. And I can't. I also can't go back to sleep.
Really,
I feel like bad about it.
I haven't been able to go back to sleep in the past like month and a half. Anxiety has been waking your boy up.
Yeah, just going to sleep and then just being like, all right, I'm gonna go back to sleep now.
I've gotten in the habit of getting up at 5:30 every morning and going to the gym, and it's honestly so weird because it's such a flip from how I used to be. Before it was like 10 alarms, and it would be like 45 minutes of alarms going off before I actually got up, and like even when I did get up, I'd still be like not completely there.
Yeah.
And now it's like 5:30 alarm goes off, I get up, and it's like, okay, I'm good. That's it.
Yeah.
Before, like, even though my alarm was away from my bed, I get up, turn it off, and just crawl right back in bed and go to sleep.
Yeah, I have a 6:25 and a 6:30, and the 6:25 is just like, all right, you're awake, you got 5 minutes, and then 6:30 is I get up and get to the gym and stuff, and usually like the past couple of days I've been like, I don't want to go, it's cold outside, I don't want to walk in my shorts. And then eventually I get in the gym, I get warmed up and stuff. I'm like, okay, it's all right.
That's how I always like tell myself when I'm like, I don't really want to go. I'm like, but I know if I don't go, I'm gonna be mad at myself.
Yeah.
And once I do go, I know I'm gonna like it. So.
But my favorite lie I've been telling myself is, you'll do the workout in the afternoon. No, you won't.
No, you won't.
No, you
It's
won't.
the biggest lie you ever tell yourself.
Or I'll just do abs at home.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the gym in a while, but at the end of this week, it'll be a month straight of at the Sunday. It'll be a month straight of doing 100 push-ups and a 4-piece 100
rep
ab workout.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
100 push-ups is hard, boys.
Yeah. No one said it was easy.
I leveled up because I've been at first I was doing 4 of 25.
Mm-hmm.
I've leveled up to doing 50 and 2 of 25.
Ooh.
The goal, I think
Straight 100.
Yeah, the goal is straight 100. I think I wanted to be able to do that by. I think realistically, I could probably crank that out by graduation, May 28th.
Makes sense.
About 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, steady progress.
I could probably crank that up by the beginning of May.
Maybe.
May 1st, 100 push-ups straight.
Yeah, next weekend.
I still want to do the
Next weekend, tomorrow.
tomorrow. Why not? I want to do the One Punch Man workout. 100 push-ups, 100. He does 100 sit-ups, and then 100 squats, and then a 10K run. And he did that like every day for like a year.
That's a solid workout.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That'd be nice. I mean, like I did, like this morning I did 135 on squats, push-ups, and like V-ups. I did 30 of those each, and then ran a mile. Like working towards it.
I'm tired of thinking of exercises. Does that make sense?
I don't really get the whole hype behind like I want to do chest flies and you got to move this muscle. I'm like,
okay, you're wrong. Shut up. You never did it.
Just do a squat, do a bench press, and just call it a day. Just call it a day. Why do we got to act like this is hard? I mean, it's not hard, but
it is.
I know. I know. With all of it, you're working specific muscles and you're strengthening this muscle.
You're looking for the perfect titty.
Right.
That's why you do the flies.
Right.
Right. Like that's why mine are just like the U. Look, I'm taking my shirt off.
The U.
It's just the U because I can't get the outside part. It's so hard to get the outside boob. This part right here.
Yeah.
So hard to develop.
Yeah.
Makes me so angry. That's all decline exercises. That's what that works out, by the way. The more you know. Decline and push downs. So like any decline flies, press, dumbbell, barbell.
I'm gonna keep doing push-ups.
Yeah.
Just do wider push-ups.
You need to keep it close because it's bad for your shoulders.
To do the wide ones. I should stop shoulder pressing too. I have big enough shoulders. I don't need to shoulder press.
You got mad shoulders.
Yeah. Every time I look at them, I'm like, oh, that's nice. I got a lump. It's not cancer. It's muscle.
All right. Anyways, so let's go back to this conversation that we were having previously. Okay, Chris, you started us off. So how did we get onto this conversation in the first place? Ready, go.
Evan started this conversation.
Evan, go.
So before we started recording, I went to go use the bathroom.
Wait, no, okay. I thought we were talking. You brought the TikTok part of it.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I came up and was like, why don't we have urinals in our homes? And then Chris said,
well, what's your favorite type of urinal?
So now we're here.
Which is a question I never really thought about, but there are some that make me angry.
Yeah. The trough. I like calling it a trough. It's not a trough technically, but it's a trough.
Yeah.
It's a well.
Now, yeah, it's more of a well. Now, the well is probably the trashiest.
Yes. Just a metal sheet.
Wall with a metal grate.
With a lip at the bottom so the extra piss doesn't go to your leg.
Yeah. But is that the most convenient? in a social setting, at a bar or at a club, 1,000%.
Yeah, I mean, for me, only time I really like those are sporting events and camping. At least those are the ones
Both
I'm like
acceptable.
infamous like for. No, that wasn't on one of those. Never mind.
We'll
Sorry.
call it the well.
Yeah.
So, the well, absolute trash. I would say second place up as far as like next level is the long boys.
Yeah, the ones that go like whatever chest height to like the ground.
Yeah, give or take 5 feet. I would say it's about 5 feet tall.
Yeah, but I don't think those are that bad though.
No, but I'm going based off of trashiness.
Trashiness. I mean,
Because again, this conversation started on would you have a urinal in your house?
in your house. Okay.
So we're building the list
installing
up
this into a house.
into the house. If you have a trough in your house, we're not friends.
I'm just picturing someone with a metal wall in their bathroom, just
I
pee
can't
on
be
it.
friends with you anymore.
You walk in to use the restroom, you see that, you just walk
just walk
out.
out.
You're like, where are you going?
Hey,
wh-
I got a
wh-
phone
where-
call.
Where are
I'm
you
out.
going? We're just about to eat. No, you got a wall, so I'm gonna keep moving.
I'm out. I'm sorry.
I'ma
We
keep
can't
it
be
moving.
friends no more.
Yeah,
Right?
like-
And then, like, if I see the 5 foot
Yeah.
long boy, I'm definitely saying some words to you.
One of my favorite TikTok sounds is a guy talking about who told you that. And my question to that would be, who sold you that?
Yeah.
Because like, why are you buying a?
Did somebody sell you that? Did you buy that on your own? If you bought it on your own, we can't be friends.
kind of stupidity?
If somebody sold it to you, we also can't be friends because you're dumb.
Yeah, it's big dumb to get a stand like a full. Because who again? You don't
Get it
need
for free? Because now we're talking.
You got it for free?
who'd you talk to?
I might be
Can I
able
get
to
his number?
He's got the urinal hookup. I'm the urinal guy. I sell urinals out the back
There's
of my truck.
somebody that does it.
Urinal
Again,
man.
again, it doesn't make sense the job that you do and how much infrastructure there
He's
is
number one in
based-
the game.
based. Attaboy.
Oh,
Title?
number one in the game.
Good title.
Yes.
That's a good game. Good game. Good title.
Good game.
GG.
GG.
F in the chat. All right, continue.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, after the long boy, I would say the next trashiest one is the standard. Scratch that. No, because I see it right there. It's that
The
nonsense.
American standard?
No. Go back. Cookies. So, all the way to the right, fourth one in. That one.
Ah, the Kohler K4989.
Sure.
Is that
one.
is that one of those waterless ones?
It's the waterless build. It's the stubby one with
Ooh.
just the lip on the bottom.
Yeah.
And again, if
They
you
got it in black.
you can't get it in black, that makes it a little bit more acceptable. But
Yeah, it looks like a water fountain at that point. Yeah.
it does look like that's why it's acceptable.
Oh, the other thing I had thought about was like getting a bottle filler in your house. Why don't we have those?
What do you mean?
Like one of the like
Oh yeah,
just like. But I guess you can get those on
In the fridge.
you get
fridges,
that on the fridge.
fridges and stuff. Yeah, that kind of works.
Those fridges are mad expensive, $2,000.
Yeah.
But
You get a bottle filler.
you get a bottle filler and an ice maker,
All right.
and you don't have to keep making ice or buying ice like I do.
Yeah, I don't have the patience to make ice.
Neither do I. So that's why I keep running out of it and having to buy it. Okay,
But
so
yeah,
then,
so that little
then after that
single
one,
lip things.
I would say because they're so small, they're stubby, they look cheap already as it is.
Yeah,
and plus
they look like they're gonna fall off.
you gotta have like there's gonna be a mess even if you have 100% aim.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a mess because it's so short and shallow. There's gonna be some backsplash.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what that atrocity is, but if I ever see that at any fine establishment,
Get out.
I'm gone.
That's some full Get Out stuff.
That just looks like a pelican's mouth.
I loved how
I can't
we're just
pee.
describing these.
That's something that looks like a mouth. That's not a good look.
Like this.
I'm not trying to pee like into something. Yeah, it's like a tongue. It's got like a.
That makes me angry.
Yeah, see, it's like a full mouth.
That's in Japan.
It's
That money. That's in Japan.
Japanese toilets, either that or Las Vegas.
25 unique urinals you have to try before you die.
No, I'm
good.
good. I'm not peeing into a mouth.
Never knew it was a goal to
I don't like
try
that I said that on the
urinals.
internet.
I don't like that. I said it too, and I didn't like it. Then you said the proper sentence.
I mean, I guess it's better that I said not, but like,
It's still not good. So it boils down to the two that we like.
the standard.
The standard?
I say like the standard.
Is the one that you like.
Standard, like it's got the square top, like a nice the nice lip on the side with a triangular-ish bowl.
No. Okay, I can't ask you this. And I know you don't like clubs and bars.
Am I messy?
No. Do you put your drink on that lip?
No.
You're a better person than me.
Yeah.
So we narrowed it down to those two.
Turn down. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll be a little hot. Go ahead and turn me down just a
Yeah,
tad.
just a tinge.
Just a smidge, if you will.
Yeah.
So you never put the drink on the lip? All right, you
I'm
better.
not a heathen.
Oh, hey. Hold
Why
on.
are you peeing with the drink in your hand?
Do you want to get roofied?
You got friends.
Well,
Do you want to get roofied?
do you want... Hold on here. What type of friends do we have?
No, my friends are good people.
Let's think about the friends that we have. Here. Can you trust them to even just watch the drink?
And not put salt in it?
Or just not let anybody touch it?
Yeah, I know.
No. The answer is no. So that's why.
I have a tendency to finish it before I. But also granted, my phone is probably disgusting, but
You put the phone on the lip?
no.
Oh.
But just the concept of bringing my drink into the aerosol that is the bathroom is.
It's not good. I'm not proud of those times, but I've done it. Am I going to do it again? Probably.
I've probably done worse.
You can get
You ever been in a hurry trying to like grab a quick lunch and then you got to pee all of a sudden?
Oh no! Did you put your
rough.
sandwich on the lip?
So you eat while you pee?
Chris, I'm going to need you to leave.
I've never had to pee nor eat so badly to where I need to do both
I don't know if we can be
at the
friends anymore,
same
Chris.
time. I've never been that hungry or that needing to pee.
You know, I don't actually remember if I did it or not. I just remember having that thought.
Even if you had the sandwich in like the bag, that's a tough look.
And it's better than like going, taking a shit, and then just putting it in as it's going out.
Correct.
Yeah, if you're eating and pooping, I mean that's a felony.
1,000% unacceptable. You don't deserve to live anymore.
We should have those. Like, not to be Big Brother, but we should have like people talk about party fouls.
Yeah.
Party felonies. You get
Party
put
felonies.
put into jail.
I agree with this. I can get behind this.
What
Anyways.
did you just do?
So we've got the square lip,
Yeah.
and then we've got the one that me and Chris are more fans of, which is the salad bowl. Right.
Yeah.
And I think I like the salad bowl more because it feels fancier because I can't put the drink on the lip. Every place I go to that has a salad bowl is a pretty nice place.
Oh yeah, because they look classier than
They
the
look classier.
square urinal. But the square urinal's like functionally better. It's like getting a toothbrush that's like like industrial strength. It's like it doesn't look nice, but it's gonna work.
You could have gone so many better analogies.
I
there.
know. I couldn't think of it. I'm bad at
really
analogies.
disappointed. Obviously,
I'm good at writing them, speaking them. No, they always come out like trash.
you could have hit him with the dad New Balances.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
They look like crap, but man, are they functional and are
Right.
they comfortable?
I should challenge. I'm gonna wear New Balances for a month.
Oh, dude, New Balance has got some heaters,
Dude,
on there.
if
The standard the
White New Balance with the blue.
the off white dads, not so much.
No, man, they'll start off white. They start off white, but then you wear them for 20 years and then they go brown.
No, like New Balance. Yeah, New Balance. Like they, 7-8 years ago, I think. I think 13 or 14. They got into like the vibrant schemes,
Oh yeah.
and it's dude, some of those New Balances look.
I mean, I used to I think New Balance and Asics used to be like my marching shoes. Like they're just like the good like
Yeah.
running or
Asics
like
are solid, bro.
like
Ain't nothing
good-
wrong with
good
an
shoes.
ASIC.
they look ugly,
Not good looking, but yeah, they're good
but
shoes.
yeah, they're, like I was, you know, but yeah.
Anyways, trash analogies. But yeah, salad bowl versus, we'll call it the lip. What does that sound? That's not a good sound.
We all still there?
Check.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just keep rolling.
Well, I was a demon.
It's the gremlins. It's the electricity gremlins. One of them brushed against the wall.
He got fired.
Gerald, they're on to us. Run!
But yeah, dude, I never thought about urinals. So, all that to be said,
Yeah.
you'd have the square one in your house?
Yeah, if it was like my like I'm a private pooper. If I had like my own like private like bathroom, like the idea of the master bathroom like toilet closet, you have your urinal right there, or like I mean, ideally it'd be like if people didn't judge it, the guest urinal, like just in there, you just go in there, you pee real quick, and you're done. Like it's not.
You have a 2.5 bath, 2-story. The half bath is downstairs. You've got a sink,
Do I put a urinal in
a
there?
toilet, and a urinal.
Right.
I'm not mad at that.
Urinals aren't that hard to clean.
Putting that in the master, I got some issues with. But you put that in the half bath?
Because imagine like those like quick pees where you just got like where you come inside
Yeah.
and you just gotta go real bit. You gotta go real quick. Gotta eat your sandwich while you go. No, but
Taking the roadie PB&J.
yeah, but but you just gotta go real quick and boom, ready to go. Like I was thinking about this the other day because the idea of like the water bottle filler came up. It's just like, why don't people like customize their houses with like ugly things? Like, I mean, they're not ugly, but like unconventional,
Not aesthetically pleasing.
or not like traditional. Like, I mean, who has a urinal in their house?
Yeah.
Like, like it's a little like, I don't know. Is there anything that you would want in your house that's like not traditional? Like,
Fryer.
like a fry.
Yeah. A 2-basket fryer.
Huh. And you're cool with like the cleanup of that,
It
like
would
the
be
oil and stuff?
It's the worst. But
You'd gain 500 pounds.
I wouldn't. I would make so much
you just make fries all the time and stuff. And
steak and frites.
Yeah.
Come.
yeah,
And plus, then that way you can master French fries. French fries are so hard to make.
they are.
They are so hard to make. And if you're using the bullshit the Dutch oven, or the cast iron skillet, very temperamental. I just want the damn fryer,
Yeah.
and I'll master the frite. Then the food truck comes.
I just got some Dutch ovens.
Yeah.
I have 2 of those now.
I bought a Dutch oven when I was on my baking bread quest.
I gotta make some. I don't know what to make. You ever been like scared to use a thing because it's like brand new? You're just like, what do I do in there first? Thought about making birria again. Like
I made sauce in there.
Like some
it's been
tomato.
a while. It's been a really long time since I've hosted a dinner.
Yeah,
Make a dinner again.
make a dinner. Make it happen. Make it happen, Kevin. Chris, is there anything you want to put inside of a house that you're just like I'm interested in this. I want to know like what people want to like stick in their homes that's weird.
Nothing I can think of right now.
I mean, this is pretty weird what we're in right now.
Yeah, putting a studio, but that's something that I would want to have is like a home studio,
For sure.
like a home like not necessarily just for like recording, but like piano, all that stuff in there. Just like a cool like place. Maybe have a screen up for like movies and stuff like that. I don't know. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like, I was thinking about, like,
It's
kinda
kind of
like
it's a weird question because you don't notice it until you like need it. You're just like, why don't I have that? Why don't I have a bottle? Like because I have my water bottle been filling up, and I'm like, I'm tired of doing this in the sink.
a bottle filler would be nice. The fryer. I would love a plancha, like, as my main stove.
Like a
flat top.
The flat top. Yeah.
I'm telling you, if I could get the kitchen from Chef, I'd be so happy.
Because he had
He had the 6 burners
like in his like
in his house.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he had a 4 burner. He had a 2 burner plancha, and then I think he had the fry, the single basket fry. Ugh. And then he had the industrial sink with the spray nozzle.
Yeah, the spray hose. Yeah.
Come on, son.
You gotta get like a pot filler too. Yeah. Like pasta.
Ugh.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's the dream.
So I mean, like those things are like, they're quote ugly, but they're not. They're not ugly.
It's so functional.
Yeah.
If I could get a pizza oven inside my house,
I want it outside. Strictly outside pizza oven.
that'd be cool to have it outside.
Crazy thing is, puff fillers are seen as like a, not necessarily like luxury, but like higher end, I guess.
Wait, what?
But the pot fillers,
Oh yeah.
but like all it is just a water line from your water heater
Yeah.
up into a spigot.
Yeah, it's just it's just a separate faucet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's a bigger part of your question is
What can you do?
the simplicity of these unconventional things.
Sure. Yeah, because I guess getting a another water like line put in for your bottle filler, like, is it that hard? Maybe.
Is that hard?
For like a water line, yeah, you'd have
Is
to
it?
rip out all the sheetrock where you want to put it.
Okay.
See, that's the.
But if you do it on the build, not that difficult.
No,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds awesome to me.
That sounds super dope, dude.
Get a bottle filler, like, that way you just don't have to buy like you get filtered water first off, and then you get, I guess that does look ugly, because you can't make that look nice, because it is what it is. It's a hole in the wall.
No, it looks a little goofy, but like,
at the same time, if you're gonna spend money on that, you might as well just spend money, get the upgraded fridge.
Yeah,
The filler.
yeah.
Because they all have the autofill options now too.
Oh, they do?
they do.
Oh, okay, never mind. They're done. I'm
You
getting
just put it there and you put autofill, and
I'm getting
like
a 2000.
99% of the time it fills it right up to the top.
I'm getting a $2,000 fridge
They're so expensive.
for my imaginary house.
Imaginary house that you might buy one day in the next 1 to 5 years.
One. Definitely one. I'm tired of apartments. Apartments are awful.
That's why we're here right now, boy.
They're both good. Well, apartments are good in that like you don't have to work that hard on them.
Yeah, if something goes down, you just call maintenance.
Yeah, you just call maintenance, and I'm not having to like clean up the outside of my like. I have to mow my
Yeah.
lawn and stuff. I'm just chilling.
We'll see.
I live in my square.
Your grass dies because of all the freeze, and then you don't have to cut it anymore. Period. That's where I'm at.
You just have dead grass.
I just have dead grass. Super.
When does it does it grow back?
I got to do some fertilizer. And
Okay.
Whole treatment plan, but we got to get to
Spring.
April.
Yeah, we got to get to. I thought we were gonna be done with
bullshit cold weather.
cold whenever the last freeze happened. Because didn't it happen like that last year where it was like
Yeah.
cold for like one time and then we were like done. But now it keeps going. Cold for 2 days, hot for 2 days. And I'm tired of it.
Very, very
And I
frustrating.
hate it and I want to leave.
Speaking of leaving, I'm so pumped. I bought my plane tickets for my spring break trips.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Where are you gone?
So I'm going to Nolan's
Right, yeah.
with Roseman and Becca and a couple others. Apparently, there's a chance I fight one of them.
Okay.
Hopefully not. He is.
Could be end up being best friend by the end of it.
He could. It's one of those personalities where we either become best friends or I might punch him in the throat. We'll find out.
It's the mystery that makes it fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. Everybody's a little on edge and a little uneasy about how it's gonna go, but hey, come on now.
So you two start getting into it. Everyone's like, "Are they gonna kiss?"
Is somebody getting knocked out or are they gonna kiss? What's up?
Someone pick. Look what happens.
I just want clear emotions. Please and thank you.
This isn't choose your own adventure. We need to like turn to page 42 and move on.
But we're going to NOLA. It's a decent sized group of us actually, so that'll be fun. I'm a little worried about the size of it because
How big?
I can tell you right now. Hold on, let me see.
Because I think anything more than like 5 is too much. I learned that last year.
2 couples.
Okay. Couples thing is interesting.
2 couples, 2 single dudes, single lady. So yeah, going on already like the numbers a little.
Well, I know how one of those. Because y'all got to try to go for the single lady. No, okay, something like that. Okay. No. Well, then, I mean.
But it's just like there is that weird dichotomy of like because I don't really know the single chick.
Sure.
Me and the other single dude, college homies,
Yeah.
pretty tight, but we like. It started as like a professional relationship.
Sure. Right.
You know what I mean? Like he's a brother. We did the music school thing, and you know we chat and we talk about he's big on his fitness journey, and you know we've talked about things like that and blah blah blah. But like quality time,
Yeah.
maybe twice.
Okay. Yeah.
So like there's this weird like we have this really personable texting and video and talking relationship.
Yeah.
But like that in person is a little.
That's a little weird. Whenever you have
It's a
people that
little
you
weird, right?
like there's I'm thinking of people from college that like I knew, like we
Yeah.
we went to parties and stuff together. Like we knew each other, but as far as like actually like hanging out with them, once, twice maybe, but never like like let's just hang out and talk for a couple of hours. Like it was never.
Yeah.
I see them at like
exactly.
TMA
That's
and
where
stuff.
that's
I see them
that's
at
where
TMA
I'm
and
at
stuff, I'm
with
just like,
with him.
Yeah.
And then also the downside, not the downside, but like the awkward buffer. Excuse me, the buffer isn't there anymore because he doesn't drink
Oh, okay.
either. So like there's no like what's gonna be the social lubricant, if you will.
There was a guy on TikTok. The word social lubricant, like lubricating my mind. There was a guy on TikTok that was like, "Our generation has to stop drinking." Like we stop cigarettes, and most of us are gonna turn 40 and look okay. So if we all like stopped drinking too.
Nah. Hey, look at me, bud. I don't know who you are.
Shut up.
But if you say that to me, I'm gonna punch you in the throat. All right? Find me.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. The dude has he's like I have a bar in my apartment. Like he's like, you know, I'm a part of the problem, but it's like
Partially why I wanted to punch him in the throat. I had a feeling. I don't like hypocrites and I don't like liars.
with the idea of like let's go ahead.
I don't
and
like
stop.
real hypocrites. Excuse me, because I am Hippocrates.
Real. What is a real hypocrite versus a fake hypocrite?
You know. You know the difference.
Not really.
It's me and then another hypocrite that you hate.
Which is which?
Hurtful.
I don't know if you're a real or a fake hypocrite.
I'm a fake hypocrite. I take hard stances and then
Immediately back off from
Yeah,
them. Just
then-
like, wait. Oh,
if I met with any adversity, I'm like, no, you're right. All right. It's a fake hypocrite.
or you'll say, I said it.
I said it. Didn't mean it.
Didn't
but I
mean
said
it. But I said it.
Yeah, that's a fake hypocrite. Real hypocrite. I didn't say that.
Hold on.
Gaslighters.
Gaslighters.
That's what real hypocrite.
I'm finally starting to understand what that word means. People are messed up.
It was euphoria. Euphoria is what
That's what got you like.
the clearest definition of what somebody gaslighting is. It was a cat when she broke up with the boyfriend at the diner.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That made me so angry. Oh my!
I was just afraid to break up with someone.
That made me so angry.
Yeah.
Just say nah.
Oh, if you want to break up with me, go ahead.
Yeah, that scene got
People
me
do weird stuff, man.
heated.
People do weird stuff.
Eat it.
They do weird stuff.
Anyways, so it's a really fun group that I'm going with.
Yeah.
But it is a weird dichotomy of people. Like the second couple I've never met. The single girl I've met twice. Obviously Austin and Becca, love them. And then the other guy, Ramiro, is the based in professional relationship.
Sure.
And obviously, we all know who I am. I love food. I love eating food. I love finding new restaurants. I love trying new things, being adventurous in the restaurant, all that. Nobody else is like that.
Yeah. Everybody wants to let's get McDonald's this morning.
Becca's a chicken tendies girl. And it makes me angry.
It's difficult. That's a difficult.
Because we're going to be in New Orleans.
And she's gonna order.
She's
chicken
going to order
tenders.
chicken tendies.
Y'all gonna go to Copeland's and she's gonna order chicken tenders.
And
Fries.
I'm not going to be allowed to say
Extra
anything.
ketchup. Because you know, extra ketchup is involved.
Yeah.
See, the problem is I don't like those kind of people either. But at the same time, it's like I get like where they're coming from. It's just like maybe they're like scared to choose something new because like they're afraid they won't like it. I don't know. Maybe you should just be like, hey, you should let me choose your food. You're gonna like it.
The first part of your statement, that's what we call being a child.
I was just like, yeah, grow up.
Just grow up. Try it out. You have money now. You can afford to spend $25 on a plate. That's okay.
Well, some of that I think is also like, not to. I feel like I've been doing a lot of bashing of parents lately, but I'm like, sometimes you just gotta make your kid eat a thing. Just eat a thing. That's
Hey, bro, you're either gonna eat or you're gonna starve.
Well, that's the thing is like, well, if you're not gonna eat it right now, it's gonna go in the fridge. Next time you're hungry, that's
right.
That's what you're gonna eat.
That's
what
what
you're gonna eat.
That's gonna be your next meal.
Yeah. Or it's just like a. It's a early exposure.
Yeah.
Like my niece and nephew are like, there's not a vegetable they don't like.
Because they had vegetables like all the time.
They had every vegetable, and it was like because my sister's vegan, and
Well, yeah, that's how
like
you do it.
but and you know she's not one of those like she's not like me where she can eat the same meal every single time.
Yeah.
And even then, vegan food just kind of doesn't lend itself to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to change it up. So she would just like make a batch of food, give it to the kids. And luckily, her first kid really got on board with it.
Yeah.
So then, when she had the second kid sees first kid eating it. All right.
I mean, if that's what, like, granted, I probably won't have the time for this as a parent, but like, I saw this like Asian family, and the mom like makes like these like elaborate like meals for her kid. And her kid's super cute. She always goes, "Thank you," and then she like takes the little poke bowl or whatever, and goes and eats it. It's like, oh, you just grow up eating like all kinds of different like Asian dishes and stuff like that. You just get used to like.
Get used to it.
Speaking of which, there was a restaurant we finished 6 months ago, maybe. It's actually right down here. It's next to what's it next to? It's right next to Panda Express.
Oh.
It's behind Premier ER.
Okay.
Over there. It's called Rockin' Ramen.
Is it open yet?
Yes.
Is it really?
We went the other day. That is some of the best ramen I have ever had.
Really?
Oh, there's a ramen. Okay.
It is really good.
Oh, it's
I have it, and it's pretty cheap too.
Yeah?
My meal was like $12. The other dude
Reasonable.
who had a bigger thing was like 14. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but they're like little pork like patties that were
chop
made.
suey.
Yeah, and dude, that was so tender. Like I went to go pick it up with my chopstick, and it
Just fell apart.
Fell apart. I was like,
yeah, man, hell yeah. That's a spot that's like it's kind of like
it's right next to Jeremiah's Ice. I don't know if you've been there.
Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. That might be a residential spot because I was thinking of there's this weird driveway.
You remember where the Indian place was? Remember that place? No.
Oh no. You go. Is the Cefco next to Premier ER?
Yes.
Okay, so you go by Cefco, you take a right after Cefco, and go down that drive. It's called Green Hollow.
Yeah. I was thinking literally like right behind the Premier ER. There's this they've been building out this driveway, and it was super wide, but the building looked like it was residential, but the driveway was wide. So I was like thinking like maybe it's a restaurant, but it might just be a house. But I know what you're talking about. So like yeah, that's kind of by.
Yeah, it's just right down here.
Yeah, it's behind the Indian joint that I went to.
Yeah, it's really good. I recommend.
Yeah, dude, I'll go check that out.
When Mia gets back Friday, we're gonna go Saturday for lunch before we head to Illinois.
Gang.
Illinois. Well, what part of Illinois?
No,
are you going to?
She said they live in like Silvis. It's like southwest of Chicago.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when people say they're from Chicago, they're not from Chicago.
Few people are actually from Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the family. They might be out of jail.
If you live in Chicago, you go to jail, or you go to the University of Chicago.
Or University of Chicago. Or Northwestern.
No, that's in Evanston.
You're right. I stand corrected.
I auditioned there.
But anyways, so it'll be an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
Obviously, gambling is legal in New Orleans. And there's a Harrah's right off of Bourbon Street.
So you'll be there.
I'll be there. You know what it is.
Yeah.
And I got another thing about that. The fights this past weekend. So it'll be interesting because me, Beck, and Roseman were talking about that the other night about like what do you do on vacations?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I just eat like.
To eat at different places.
Just eat at different places, and then I kind of fill the time with some touristy things, but like I'm eating. Like that's my reasoning for traveling. And I don't remember if it was Becca or Rosamund that said it, but they're like, I do things kind of like you.
Yeah.
Who like does all the touristy attractions and in Hardy Hall?
I don't do touristy like I try not to do touristy stuff. I try to do like, hey, we have this awesome bookstore. Like me. Well, I mean, I go to the art museum and stuff like that. Like usually, like for spring break, me and my buddies are going to Oklahoma City. We
A lot of really good food out there.
we like to do stuff that's not really like
Standard.
like spring break.
Understand that.
Like so, we're just like, let's go to Oklahoma City, and we're gonna go to this little place called Bricktown. I love saying,
I've heard of that.
but yeah. So we're doing that, and that'll be a good time. I'm excited for that. Excited
How long are you out there?
3 days.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, traveling. It's gonna be It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Gotcha.
Because he's gonna be back on Saturday. So, which will be, but St. Patty's Day is Thursday. So,
Is it really?
yeah, it'll be. Wait, are y'all going during St. Patty's Day?
No, but I'm gonna be. I'm gonna go visit Dwaylen
Right, Maryland.
after that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'll be with him for St. Patty's Day.
and he lives in Maryland proper, right?
Yes, Maryland proper. So that is exciting. I'm so excited. He sent me some places and
eats.
oh my god, it looks so good.
I think there's places to eat like everywhere. Like you just gotta find them.
You just gotta find them for sure. But like, it's Maryland is such a regional cuisine.
Yeah, like what like it's seafood
There's
there,
so
right?
much seafood, and I'm going from that Cajun seafood to the
Crab roll or the
crab and lobster rolls.
Lobster roll, dude. When I have one of those for the first time in Boston, there's this place called James Hook in Boston.
Yeah.
Literally, like, here's James Hook. There's the ocean. Like it's like right. It's literally like it's like on like a pier or whatever.
Yeah.
They pick up the lobsters from the ocean and then
Jesus Christ.
they make them right there. And I had 2 lobster rolls from there.
You can't get better food than
You
that
can't.
fresh.
Yeah,
Dude.
and that's what I'm excited for.
It
It's
was
just like
so
that's a
fresh.
different. Like I love seafood. I truly love seafood. I went to there's a spot in Austin that we need to go check out. I spent way too much money, but we need to go check it out. It's a conveyor
Okay.
sushi joint.
Oh, revolving sushi.
Revolving sushi.
Those
Thank
freak
you.
me out. Those freak me out.
Have you been there?
I did. I went there.
It's
They're covered, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Each plate is covered.
Okay. That's better.
I get what you're saying.
I'm
But
comparing it
it's-
to HEB sushi though.
Yeah, HEB sushi is fake.
Oh come on.
He's saying it's worse than
No, because HEB sushi. When I say HEB sushi is fake, is that like you get
it's not sushi.
you get a San Antonio roll where it's filled with cream cheese, jalapeno, deep fried shrimp with hoisin, eel, sriracha, pepper flakes, and like what are we doing? Okay,
Yeah,
it's too much.
It's
Okay,
not
but-
exactly.
That's not the San Antonio roll. That's the one I get. And that's none of that's in
I
it.
don't know, but you get the point I'm saying. The list of ingredients is a list, and that's what makes fake sushi. Real sushi is at max
Fish on rice.
3 parts, 4 parts.
Seaweed.
Standard, standard nigiri sashimi. Excuse me, standard nigiri, which is a block of rice.
Sashimi. Nigiri's a knife.
No, nigiri is. Don't check me on this. I don't lie.
You're saying words I have no idea how to
Nigiri. I'm pretty sure nigiri is the rice, wasabi, fish. Sashimi is just the fish.
Oh,
spell. Typically
okay.
made of bluefin tuna, salmon, or halibut.
How is it presented?
Looks like fillets of raw fish on top of rice. and,
Okay.
like,
Word. Now look
greens.
up sashimi. SASHIMI.
It's like just the fish.
Oh, that's just the fish. I've
That's
had that
just
before.
fish. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I was right.
Yeah, because we went to Nami's and we wanted sushi, and I didn't realize how small their sushi selection was, and there was like sushimi underneath it, but I didn't see the sushimi part.
Yeah.
So we just ordered salmon and just brought out some fillets of raw salmon. I was like,
Oops.
it was,
Didn't mean to order that.
it was good, but
All right.
it wasn't what I wanted, but it was good.
I'm always like hesitant to do that, but it's healthy. It's fine.
Yeah, man, it's fine.
You can eat it.
But anyways, this conveyor belt sushi, and so it's not the biggest selection. Obviously, they gotta the price point is mild, but
like
it's
$40.
Well, I think
Is it like all you can eat, but they check your plates or
it
something?
was $1.85, I think, per plate, or like $2.65 per plate.
You
Something
get
like
like
that.
2 little cuts.
And you get 2 pieces of nigiri,
Okay,
right? Your boy, being the fat
20.
piece of garbage that he was, I knocked out 10 plates without realizing it.
Yeah,
Tell me about the sushi place.
Yeah.
it's not that bad. For
And,
sushi, it's not
yeah.
bad.
and I
We paid more for that at Dami.
I paid $50 for myself.
That was a great moment to swallow.
The sushi place is pretty cool though, because it's like on a revolving thing, right? And then the plate sits inside of a tray with the lid on it, and so when you go to take the plate out, you have to like force it a little bit, but the lid will open, and then you take it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you take the whole plate, and then when you're done with it, it goes in this little like
It's a little
tray.
slot hole. Yeah.
And there's different colors on the plates for the different prices, and then it like senses the color, and then it racks up your ticket.
That's okay. We might have gotten to different ones because mine was just even money.
It was $1.85.
Yeah.
across the board.
Every roll was $1.85 or two something. Then they had a lot of like starters. They had like 7 different types of ramen, and it was nice because it wasn't like the massive bowls of ramen. It was like a standard like salad bowl of ramen. You get a little fix of it. It's like $8.
It's not.
But you know what I mean, like
I'm gonna eat ramen.
you want that in between, like if somebody's not super high on the
Sushi
nigiri
thing.
type.
Yeah,
of,
the ability to pick
pick
ramen.
something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, dude, I tried just about every single
Roll.
type of nigiri that they had, and God bless. It was good, but yeah, $50.
It was really nice though. Like you get seated, and then immediately you could just start grabbing
Yeah,
plates
just
and eating.
meat, and that's why I burned through 10 without realizing it, because like it just kept going by, and I was just like, I would grab 2, and like I'd be eating one as I'm watching the next one, slide that plate in, slide that plate over, grab the new plate, put it in my like batter's box, and yeah, it was
Jeez.
because like, again I'm by myself
Yeah.
as well, so I'm just like I don't have to talk to anybody. Like
Right, because that's the thing. You kind of have to like. I think those places are. You're either gonna eat all of it, or you're gonna like have a bite. Oh, that looks nice.
yeah.
Let's have a conversation, and then be like, oh, I'm gonna get it.
What's also nice?
Tighten
It's the most I've ever punched my
tighten the loose thing.
helpful.
I know. Once I said it out loud, I was like, God, you're an idiot. Like, you ever hear yourself say something stupid? You're just like,
All the time.
Yeah.
What was this? Oh, the nice thing was that like
I did that today during sight reading. I said something, I was like, that was dumb. I said something like, you got to hear and see it or something like that. I was like, what? What did you just say? You sound like a moron. Who am I? What? You've been playing an instrument. What do you mean? What do you mean see it and hear it? What does that mean?
oh, this sounds good. Oh,
Bro,
all right.
I can't even think on that level, man. Like I'm just trying to stay awake right now, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Hear and see it.
You want me to play 8 notes?
see, I could play 8 notes, and that's about as much as you can get. You're gonna get from me.
Like I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Feel it.
No, so the nice part about it was you had the standard conveyor belt, and then you had your screen above you, and that's where you could you order your starters, your ramen, but you could also order like the rolls that you specifically wanted, and like maybe
Oh, yeah.
maybe they weren't making it to you,
Oh,
or
okay.
they just weren't coming around.
Okay.
So you order that, and then it's just a goddamn treadmill above
it can, like, hustle.
above the conveyor that just like yeah, and it stops right in front of you.
It goes quick too.
And it's so quick, mad stressful. I can imagine like the bowl of ramen stresses me out.
But they do it so nobody can just like
Yeah,
eat it.
yeah.
Because they'll go quick and just stop right at your table.
A lot of science behind those.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess did it have the thing where if like you reach a certain amount of plates, you got the like toy?
Yeah, I didn't get
Okay,
the toy.
Then yeah.
I don't
We
know.
went to
I
the
saw
same
it get stuck, and I didn't want to be the guy to like try to go up and grab it.
I want my Happy Meal toy. I want that one. I want that one.
That's when I realized I knocked down 10 plates, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
that's not."
because you have to get 10 plates to get it.
Get a toy. Yeah. I want that. I remember picking Happy Meal toys.
Yeah, throwback. What a time to be alive, man.
Do they still make those?
Yeah. No, it's good now.
Not as
But
good.
Yeah, probably trash.
Real cheaply made and not as fun.
We act like
remember the old
they were.
McDonald's Transformers when I was
Ooh,
little?
dude.
Yeah,
We
that
had
was
some,
like
we had some legit toys back in the day. Don't front on it. They used to give out Beanie Babies.
they did.
Wow, what is there a bigger flop than Beanie Babies? Jesus.
The I heard a fact this week that will break your mind. It's gonna break you like emotionally.
Okay.
Apparently, this is I saw this on TikTok, so it could be a lie. Look up when the first McDonald's started taking credit cards.
Ooh.
You're not gonna like what the date is or what the year is, because I want to say the thing said like 2004. Right. When I heard that, I was like, no.
It feels really late.
May 2003.
Yeah, right. I'm like, wait, what?
And this post was made. This article is from November 26, 2002. It reads, the nation's largest restaurant chain will start accepting payment by credit card by mid-2003, according to spokesman Bill Whitman.
It's so weird to me. They started accepting credit card in 2003.
And
Like we're 4 years.
the
away
actual like official was late 2003.
We're 4 years away from an iPhone, and they just started accepting credit card at McDonald's.
That's crazy.
See, but I was only one, so.
I was 6.
2003. I was 10.
Yeah, 10. Yeah. Yeah. You're 93? Yeah, okay. Huh.
Birthday's coming in hot.
Yeah, 29. Yeah, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, wait, no.
I feel super late. Why was it so late? I wonder, well, now you do some science. How does that date correlate to America getting fat?
That was happening prior to that, right?
I know, but like you gotta imagine that there's a spike there.
Oh, you want to hear a different graph that's awful? It's Jenga cells, like the
The
game.
game Jenga?
Yeah. Guess when they took a real big dip.
Oh, 2001.
Why 2001? Oh,
There you go.
I had to say it out loud.
Ooh. That makes sense. That makes sense.
It took a real big dip right there. It was like, wait a minute, what? Oh, wait, oh, oh.
That is a little sad.
That's how it goes.
That does.
Nobody wants to watch that anymore. Could you imagine if they made like Diseases, the game right now? It would be like, no.
That's what, what was the game called?
Operation?
No. There's a game where you literally create a virus to, like, populate the
Yeah,
Earth.
yeah, it's an online game. I forgot
Yeah.
what it's called. think it's.
Because when COVID first started, it was like, oh, somebody's just playing it in real life.
I can't remember what it was.
Do you think the next disease that happens is everyone just going to be like, we're not doing this again?
Probably.
Plague.
It's probably gonna body us.
It's called
Plague. Yeah.
Plague. Okay. Like the next disease that happens, I feel like we're just gonna be like, nah, we're not gonna deal with this.
You're not gonna take us out again. Ukraine and Russia is really fun.
I was gonna say we should probably get into that.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I guess World War III might have started, but while we were,
While we're here bitching about teaching,
yeah,
World War III might have started.
Not to be, I don't want to be this guy like in recorded history, but I'm like, is it
what?
is it started? Like, are we really starting World War III?
Not yet, but there's
'Cause this happened-
things that
this-
can happen that will lead to it.
Yeah,
This is the closest it's been to World War III that we've
right.
in our lifetime.
Like as soon as we go over there, like it's happening.
Yeah.
Well, not even that. It's if Russia decides, you know what, I got Ukraine, let's go into Poland.
Yeah.
But now NATO gets involved. Or if they
NATO
send
fully
any
gets involved, yeah.
troops into a NATO country, then, yeah. And
Well,
then China will get involved on Russia's side, and it's going to be a whole mess.
Well, I saw that when it comes to the draft, ages 20 to 24 or 25 get picked first from like 20 on. So you're up first.
Okay, people talk about that, but like, from what I learned in school, the draft was like dismembered. Like, you still sign up for a selective service, but that's for the Militia Act, which if like there was a war to break down on U.S. soil,
Right.
then like we are chosen to
Right.
stay and fight.
You are the local soldiers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is what you get drafted for.
yeah.
Yeah. But there's still a possibility.
I think like
Unless
part
you're
of
the
like the
first
draft for like overseas, it's like you get a letter like, hey, you qualify to go.
Yeah. Unless you're the first son. Are you the first son?
What do you mean?
Are you the first son of your name?
Do you have to go? Are you the first child? Like of your dad? Like are you his first child?
My dad, yeah.
Are you the
My
first
mom.
dude in your family?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you wouldn't get drafted. As far as I know. You'd have to double check me on that. But that
Like,
goes.
first sons go?
No.
Oh, we do. We
Don't go.
Oh, awesome! I'm good. I'm good to go.
As far as I know, it's been a while since I brushed up on that bit of history, but it stems from Pearl Harbor when they there was a family that all three sons died in the bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Yeah,
And they were just like,
you kind of
that-
tanked our family.
that family line is
Done.
done.
Yeah.
So it's one of the
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
That makes sense because that would be tragic. Like
I'm pretty sure it's
truly tragic to have a kid.
first son doesn't go. Can you double check me on that?
I'm good. Dude. First son or I wouldn't say last son. Who cares about that?
I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember if it's the first son doesn't or does.
It would make.
It would make sense that it doesn't, right?
Section 60 of the Military Service Selective Service Act of 1948 exempted the sole surviving son of a family where one or more sons or daughters had been killed in action, died in the line of duty, or subsequently died of injuries or disease incurred. So if you're like the last son or daughter of your family, then you won't.
So
But if you
it's
have-
last
So
remaining.
if you're the
last
only
remaining.
one,
Yeah.
then you will not go.
So if my brother got drafted, then
Only
I can't. If he
only
if
one
he
or
got
you-
drafted and
one or
died,
you- oh my god, either you or him is going,
yeah,
not both of you.
probably him.
Yeah.
He's 20, almost 21 now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Later, nerd.
Y'all, do y'all
Barbara.
understand like
I'm kidding.
why all that is happening though? Like,
I don't really
tensions?
understand Putin's play on what he's doing, but I know that there's not a whole lot of good. Well, there's the
I just heard that he wants it.
Reforming
It's a power play, but he also just wants the USSR back.
Yeah.
Well, part of that too, from research I've done, is he believes it's his destiny to bring the Soviet Union back and to bring Ukraine back. Part of it's because his mom is Ukrainian.
Oh.
His dad's Russian and his mom's Ukrainian. And so he believes it's his duty or whatever. He sees Ukrainian and Russia as one still.
He wants
because
that,
he grew up with that time era.
He wants that one Russia.
And
Like
Ukraine was offered to join NATO by NATO, obviously, and Putin saw that as a threat. And so when he saw it as a threat, that's when he started moving troops down and saying, like, you're not going to take that away from me.
Yeah.
That ultimately led to all this.
Yeah. It's
now gas is at $4 an hour.
Shout out.
$4 an hour, $4 a gallon. In Texas.
Yeah.
What's his face?
buy
Colbert
gas.
made a funny joke, but he missed the back half of it. Like, he said, we're stopping any line of oil from Russia because we only deal with the good guys. And it's like, that's silly because that's the whole reason for the past 20 years war in Iraq is oil. Yeah. So like, funny there, but then he got on his high horse again because he's Colbert and it just made me angry. But yeah, it's like
Crazy thing is like oil hasn't even been sanctioned yet from Russia. It's just all the gas companies and everything are like expecting it to happen.
Yeah.
So they just haven't been buying Russian oil, which has made all the prices go up.
super rough. Dude.
I've heard it. It's called like a ghost sanction.
It makes sense. I mean, you just the idea of scarcity.
Yeah.
Because
Scares the heck
apparently
out of me.
Shell is still buying Russian oil, and they've been questioned like, why? And
Why are you doing that?
What you doing here, bud?
yeah, and they basically said it's like, well, we need oil to give to people. Like,
Aren't you the one who sent me the teachers thing? It was like the teacher, some teacher retirement system.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, Kentucky.
they had like a bunch of money in Russian money.
92% of Kentucky's TRS, the retirement fund,
KRS.
KRS. KRS One.
Feels racist, right?
Not KRS One, man. He's the godfather of hip hop. Anyways, 92. I think it was 92% of their retirement fund was invested in Russia.
Ooh.
So it was like a something odd $1 million tanked to 440,000.
oof.
All of teacher retirement for Kentucky, right there, baby.
Well, that kind of sounds like their fault.
That's why I don't believe in retirement.
Or no, just don't put your money in Russia.
It was a safe bet.
Not really.
Russian oil. You know?
We
Put
thought
in
it
US
wasn't
oil.
going anywhere. We'll see.
Yeah. So shout out to the Kentucky teachers. Have fun with that.
The idea that the entire geopolitical landscape that could change in the next imagine if we just went to war next year.
12% of corn comes from Ukraine and 15% of flour comes from Russia. Or the other way around. I don't remember which one it was. But
And 50% of wheat come from both countries.
100% of evidence don't know what we're talking about. I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean,
super cool.
things
Shout out.
are gonna get really weird. Like the idea of rationing stuff.
Yep.
Like some people are. I feel like right now we talked about this before. Like I feel like right now, people are not equipped to handle scarcity. Like, hey, we can't do Sunday brunch this Sunday. We can't go get avocado toast and
Yeah.
like.
Well, it's because our economy is built off of that idea.
It's like we're in wartime. We can't do
It's the opposite of scarcity.
plenty.
Plenty, right?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
abundance. Yeah, our
abundance,
economy's our economy's built off of abundance and gluttony.
yeah.
So,
When we don't have those things,
what do?
panic, I guess.
Funny thing is like, I don't know if y'all have heard, but like the way we're getting, like, supporting Ukraine without getting involved in Russia is we're giving fighters and vehicles to Poland, who's just giving it to Ukraine. That way we're not like initially tied with the transfer process.
Third party homies. What is happening now? Poland, man. Poland. It's up to them what they do with all them tanks. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Have you seen?
They've been holding their own.
They've been holding it
It's
down,
been
man.
crazy.
Well, the dark thing is that it's just like that the nukes are still just like, it's like this weird like carrot just dangling over everything.
The fact that there can be nukes right now.
It's like people say that, but at the same time, I don't think they would do that because if you do that, there'd be no land left to like.
Well, no, it
like-
starts like there's, and that's why I started this with like it's interesting what Putin's play is here, because if you do, like, you thought you're just gonna like roll up and be like, hey, this is mine's now, and everybody was gonna be like, all right, and then turns out, all right,
We're like, well, hey, we're not doing this again. We
ain't doing this
tried
again.
this like 80 years ago. We're not doing this again.
we ain't running it back. So
Run it back. I don't like on a geopolitical like level. We're running it back. That's not.
yeah, man. And also, the scientific method is fuck around and find out.
So, someone looked at a video of Putin like doing something, and they were like, it was some like a psychologist or something that like analyzes like behaviors in people,
Yeah.
and they were like, he's not like mentally stable right now. Like they're like there's like early signs of like dementia in him. It's like
We think the dictator of Russia that's been just murking people for funsies is mentally stable? Yeah, for sure.
I mean, say what
kind
you
of
will- say what
dumbass
you will
take
about
is that?
Hitler, but he wasn't like he didn't have dementia. I mean, he's also Hitler and a monster.
Yeah, he just thought
that I was that we should die.
that all three of us should die.
Yeah, your brown hair, yeah, dead.
Yeah. That's crazy. Shout out to the blonde hair, blue eyes.
Oh, yeah. I was because they shouted to Hitler.
Shout out Hitler. The OG racist? Not really. All of Europe is racist, as well as Asia. So that's fun.
It's different. They're racist to themselves.
Yeah.
Say themselves like
Yeah, that's
one-
always
really
fun. Getting in
what
there.
I said was racist.
Yes, I was trying to walk past it,
Canceled.
but that's always the fun bit of conversation of like anybody that tries to take like super woke stances. I'm like, hey, like,
What you said was
what are we
weird.
talking about?
Crazy
here?
thing is like, there's another dude who was worse than Hitler who like nobody talks about.
Yeah,
Talking about Stalin?
It was I don't know. It was some dude.
Mussolini?
I think he was the leader of Russia like
Stalin.
Stalin.
years ago. He killed like 300 million people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Stalin is a full-blown monster.
Yeah, but it was inside the family, so we don't talk about that.
And my favorite part of Stalin is that he like invented photoshopping people out of pictures before Photoshop was invented. He would like take people out of pictures, being like, "Oh yeah, he just who are you talking about?" So, like,
terrifying.
take like negatives and like cut them out, and be like, "Yep, this is the actual picture."
It's terrifying.
It's like, what? Wait, hold on. You could do that? Like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, Stalin is a full blown monster.
Yeah, not a good guy.
Crazy thing is too, I've heard there's like the way the Russian media is right now. Like, there's Russian people who believe that like Ukraine is the aggressor.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they think they're doing Ukraine a favor.
by stepping on. And shout out Anonymous, shout out America. What up, cuzzy? Wake up the giant.
Like the hacker?
You gonna catch some hands. Yeah, the hackers, like they
Oh, I saw that.
they infiltrated the Russian news media. And they're posting like, hey, this is the propaganda you're seeing. This is actually what's happening, and it's like the cutscene of like,
Them blowing up a civilian building.
yeah,
Oh, nobody. I don't think Russia's ever gonna recover from this. Like,
yeah. Russia's in a real tough look for a real long time.
they've violated multiple war crimes already.
Shout out.
You know what it started with?
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
It started with the drugging in the Olympics. I'm kidding. No.
It all started with the
Don't.
gorilla.
Kind of. It did start with Harambe. It's been going downhill since 16.
Joe Burrow supposed to change things. We should blame the Bengals.
Matthew Stafford messed up the timeline. He was not supposed to
We're
win.
supposed to end all of it, and what happened?
I think if Joe Burrow did win, I think
I
we would
the
have had a
world would be
reset.
better. World would be a better place if Joe Burrow.
But did that happen? Did Russia invade Ukraine after?
Yeah, it was
yeah,
after,
it did.
It was like 2 weeks ago when it started.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it would have been all fixed.
They started lining up the troops, give or take around the playoffs.
So what's the next? Thing that's gonna change our world? I don't know.
Chicago Bulls win the playoffs.
Take us back to the 90s.
Yeah, NBA Finals. America was on top in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And you got DeMar DeRozan, and he's, one of the top 5 players in the NBA right now.
I mean,
I'm just saying. Chicago wins the NBA Finals. The world might settle back.
you heard it here first, Internet. You heard it here first.
Anyway, talking about sporting events, big UFC fight card this past weekend.
Yeah.
It was the
I know the big one was Covington and
the Covington
Masvidal.
Masvidal fight. One of the very small amount of pay-per-views UFC puts on that's not a title. The main event isn't a title fight. Pouring out for the homie. F in the chat for your boy. Because I was one fight away. Because I bet with my emotions instead of betting with my brain.
Why would you do
One
that?
fight away from winning $1,500.
That had to be powerfully disappointing.
You know what's even more disappointing? Had I just looked at the card and bet before the prelims, I wouldn't have gotten to the main event. Because there's 3 fights in the early prelims
Yeah.
that I was like, no, I know for sure that they're gonna win those.
Yeah.
And I bet on the first 4 fights of the main card. So you're telling me a 7-man parlay isn't enough?
Yeah.
It would have been enough. It would have been enough. And I would have gotten it all right. And at a 7-man parlay, that's closer to $2,000. But I missed it. What was I doing Saturday? I forgot what I was doing Saturday. I was kind of running around doing chores. Oh, that's when I went to go get the MacBook.
Oh yeah, you got a MacBook.
I got a
now.
MacBook now. Shout out.
Good.
Learning Adobe Premiere. It feels so good to be back on a MacBook. Holy shit. I missed having that interface.
It's good.
Anyways. I bet on all 5 fights of the main card. The last time I did this, I lost in the very first fight. It was an upset. I was very frustrated. But this time, I was like, no, for sure. These first 4 fights, I know exactly how they're going to go. For a fact. And then I bet on Masvidal being able to crack Covington at some point in the fight. And you know what sucks? Is he did. He did. But it was in the 4th round, and he was so tired he could not follow up on any of the punches. Had he had 30 seconds in him, he could have put him to sleep. And I would have had $1,500. But unfortunately, Covington is a hell of a fighter. Trash human being. On site, I know he'd beat the shit out of me. He'd probably kill me.
Definitely.
But he can catch hands.
But you would try.
I would try. I know that that's not his personality, but there's a line you don't cross.
Yeah.
With your pre-fight shit talking, and he crossed that a couple years ago. So not kosher. So much so this guy, Hamzat Chimaev, not even in the UFC. Covington starts going bad on Nurmagomedov in Russia. Chimaev flies from Poland to Dublin
Yeah.
to go beat the shit out of Conor McGregor.
Oh yeah,
I said Covington.
yeah. I told you.
To go beat
Right.
beat the mess out of McGregor because he was fighting Khabib.
Right.
And the cops in Dublin were like, they like stopped him.
Dude.
You can't be here. We know what you're doing. I'm gonna need you to go home.
Oh, Amber.
Oh, Amber Alert.
Yeah. Yeah, my phone went off earlier.
Weird. Anyways, I was right on 4 fights.
Well,
F in the chat. Pouring out for your boy. Any other world events? You want to guess? Life events, news events, headlines, anything else we want to talk about?
saw the Batman.
What do you think?
Good.
Yeah?
Longy but a goodie.
Okay.
That's all I'll say about it. It's one of those you just.
I've heard mixed reviews about it.
I mean, it's not perfect. It's good.
What about it compared to like the Christopher Nolan? Batmans?
Only reason why I would compare it to those is because it's definitely more realistic. Like it's getting closer and closer to if Batman were just a guy.
Yeah.
Like like it's getting closer and closer to that. There wasn't that much like weird technology, and there's some stuff in the Christopher Nolan movies that just looks a little bit like better, but there's stuff that now and that was just like, yeah, this is just like if Batman was a guy in Chicago, like gonna be Batman. This is what he would do.
Huh.
He fights mob bosses or they're not even mob bosses. They're just like these gangsters, like like
Word.
just mid-level Batman.
Mid-level Batman.
It's a young Batman too. It's
Yeah,
supposed to be like
really young.
in like it's like the second year or whatever of being Batman or whatever.
Damn.
So yeah, it was good.
Cool. I still need to check it out. Check it out at some point.
And there's not much to like spoil about it too. That's the weird part. Like what do you think happens in like a Batman movie? If his main like nemesis is like the Riddler, like what do you think happens? Like it's the Batman. Like,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen in a Batman movie? It happens. Yeah. So you know,
Makes sense. Okay.
realistic Batman.
I've been watching the Pirates of the Caribbean series.
Huh.
Why?
Wait, why?
Two of those movies are great.
I'm sorry.
Of the other five, no, three.
First three I like. I'm watching the fourth one right now. And the only reason why it's not good is because it follows Jack the entire time.
It's true.
The other stories, they followed three different people, and they all shared the spotlight.
Yeah, I think after the third one, I stopped watching.
Yeah, I weirdly enough watched the first one. I saw it on a PSP.
What a life.
I know, right? I like watched it on a little PlayStation. I mentioned that to one of the kids the other day. They were like, "What?" I was like, "A PlayStation Portable? Like, what do you?" They're like, "Portable?"
I got my PSP.
I can't believe that they don't do that anymore.
They should.
PSP, I know, like
I mean,
they would compete with the Switch.
It
Like,
would.
dude.
It would. They should. It's
Should it be great? My PSP got jacked in sophomore year of high school. Rest in peace.
I don't know what. I think mine got broken or something. We just watched movies on that. My neighbor downloaded the entire Linkin Park.
Of course he did.
That's how I got into new metal. Was downloading all that into my. But yeah, the last two I watched in theaters, And the last one, I almost walked out of it. I was like,
I watched the
is
mermaid
bad.
one where the white guy falls in love with the mermaid.
Yeah,
I
it's the one I'm
loosely
on.
watched that one.
that's 4
Yeah, it's 4.
Loosely watched that.
on Stranger Tides.
Sure.
Yeah. No, is that
Yeah, that's on Stranger Tides.
okay? And then Dead Man Tells No Tales is the
Yep.
5th one. Yeah. I don't know. Those movies are weird.
It's a weird movie to get into, but
But
you know.
they're good for. I learned that the movies were only made because of the pirate theme park at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why they were made.
Yeah.
And the first one was made like just whatever, and they did so well. So like, all right, we're gonna do 2 more back to back, and then the director was like, sweet, and so he made them like a story. I think those 2 worked really well together.
And that they sadly after the first 3 they leaned into the thing that they thought was making them all the money, which was
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow. They were like, everyone loves Jack, let's just do him. The Lonely Island made a song about him, so let's just do this guy. And it's not good. It's not
Good.
not good.
It's too much of Jack.
Yeah,
A whole lot of Jack.
he's annoying. Like he's yeah.
Yeah.
Euphoria ended.
Euphoria ended.
Did you like the season finale?
God dang, that show's so emotionally taxing.
Yeah.
So emotionally taxing. Good googly moogly.
Did you like the season finale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you not?
I did. Some people didn't like it. Just because it was so.
Well, those people are simpletons.
Well, I think that entire, and I got confirmation from the internet on this film group. I put a comment that was like, this season was a case of Sam wrote until episode 7. It was like clearly like, I'm gonna do this theater episode. It's gonna be so awesome. I'm so excited for it. And then he was like, oh snap, I gotta get out of this in one episode. And so it was like, wrap all that up real fast. And I didn't know Rue and Jules and Lexi are all juniors.
Really?
Yeah, Cassie, Maddie, and Kat are all seniors. No, I think is Kat a junior? No, I think Kat's a senior too. So Cassie, Maddie, and Nate are all seniors.
Wow.
Maybe Kat.
Emotionally taxing. The scene with Nate and his dad.
Yeah. Full on. It was like guns ablazing.
Are you happy? Like, that's such a rough
Well, I got where we started
question.
we started loading the gun. I was like, oh.
That's not, yeah, definitely not good. But just like, are you happier now? Like,
Yeah.
That's a rough.
It's a real question though.
Really real.
It's a real like as far as like real questions goes, like, you know, you've been a gay man living a like real acting straight. I mean, he might be bi. I don't know. Maybe like as far as we know, it's like
It's not straight.
Acting straight
Yeah.
like your entire life. It's like, are you happier now that you get to embrace this side of you?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Super rough.
Real question. It's a real question.
And rest in peace to Ashtray.
Yeah, man.
I need to go back and watch that season because I kind of missed that storyline
Of Ash.
of how we got to there.
That was subtle. Yeah,
It was very subtle.
because it all I think it was all kind of based on that the guy that Ash killed. It was all kind of based around he was an informant for the cops.
Yeah.
To get Fez arrested.
I missed that
Yeah.
lead in.
That was like a couple episodes ago. They were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get this guy arrested because he killed Mouse or whatever." Or no, that was it. Ash killed Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "That's my partner. Don't get
Yeah.
we're gonna get you arrested for that." So
Yeah, no, I definitely want to go back and just binge 1 and 2. Just kind of understand the
I
story
need a
more.
break from that show.
Well, luckily it's 2 years until season 3.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna binge that, get my understanding, and then deuce.
You know, I honestly think though they killed Ash because he's not going to age. Well,
They were talking about
he's
that.
going
I
to
was
be like
listening
14 and be like 2 feet taller. It's going to be like
all the other actors and actresses are
they're all in their 20s, like
in 20s. So like there's gonna be very subtle changes after 3 years. But from 11 to 14, that's gonna be a hefty
yeah, right.
aesthetic change.
And he's already a short kid and stuff like that. Like if he gets a foot taller, it's gonna be like you didn't do that over.
It's a mix of
2
that
months.
and then people falling in love with Fez. Because Fez was supposed to die.
Dude, if they killed Fez, man, the internet would have rioted.
Yeah,
I mean, Ash was like,
heartbreaking.
don't get me wrong, I love Ash and shit. I mean, as far as people that could have died, I was like, oh, okay. I thought Cal was gonna die, but
Cat.
Cal.
Cal.
Yeah, Nate's dad.
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah.
I thought Nate was gonna have like a. Oh, I should have killed my dad.
I could have seen that.
Yeah.
Thing I'm watching before we bounce.
Yeah.
I'm watching Love Is Blind season 2, and oh my god, that show gives me anxiety. It's so bad.
I just see clips from that show, and I'm just like,
Makes me so angry. Further understanding of what gaslighting is, and people are so bad at relationships.
yeah.
Just talk about your feelings.
No.
That's all it is. Tell people what you actually feel.
I refuse.
Just makes me angry. Just makes me so angry.
It's really that easy, though.
Just that's it.
It is.
Hey, bro, you said that.
I don't like that.
It made me feel like this. It'd be a lot cool if you didn't say that. Word.
I think you're crazy for saying that.
Gaslight. God dang. Yeah. So, God, I'm so soft when it comes to weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pre-wedding scene where all the ladies are getting their dresses.
Wait, that show is that a every episode they do like a whole like
No.
or it progresses over the season?
Progress over the season.
Okay.
Yeah. So you start with the 24 people, however many people make it, actually propose. Then they go to their honeymoon. Then they go back to real life.
Okay.
Then they get married.
See, like that. What I always see clips of is that one blonde guy, crazy eyes,
Shane.
that like can't like keep still. Or it was just like it's just the worst case of like ADHD like
Yeah.
ever or something like ADHD mixed with like doing math or something like
And
that.
he's the best one at expressing his feelings.
Well, yeah, when you look like that, there's
And his
there's no hiding it.
fiance just will not meet him halfway. He's just like, I don't like when you joke about not loving me. Like, that doesn't make me feel good.
Just real honest.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, okay. All right, Shane. And the girl's just like, oh, yeah, all right, I guess I can try and work on that. I'm like, trash person.
It's happy.
Yeah, that's how it be. Anyways, well, it's going to be a little bit till we see each other again since we're on vacation. So,
Vacay.
you boys be easy. Appreciate y'all being out here. Everybody at home, appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy. Peace.
Thank you.